Hello and welcome, Wheel Watchers, to another fantastic episode of America's Game. It's October 8th, 2025, and we've got a brand new show packed with puzzles, prizes, and of course, plenty of spins. I'm your host, bringing you all the action right from your screen. We have three incredible contestants today, all eager to solve their way to a fortune. Let's meet them. First up, from sunny San Diego, California, we have Maria, a second-grade teacher who loves hiking with her golden retriever buddy. She says if she wins big, she's taking her entire class on an unforgettable field trip. Next, from Chicago, Illinois, is David, a software developer and a huge fan of classic movies. He's hoping to use his winnings to restore a vintage car. Finally, from Austin, Texas, please welcome Sarah, a freelance graphic designer who dreams of opening her own art studio. What a fantastic group. Pat and Vanna are ready, the wheel is gleaming, and the puzzles are waiting. Who will solve their way to the bonus round? Let's dive right into our first toss-up puzzle. The category is thing. The letters are popping up on the board. It's fast fingers on those buzzers, contestants. Just like that, Maria buzzes in. She solves it. A stroke of genius. Correct. That's a quick $1,000 for Maria, and she'll get to start our first round of play. The category for our first main puzzle is fun and games. Maria, give that wheel a spin. She lands on $500. I'll take a T, she says. Yes, there are 3 T's up there. It's $1,500 right off the bat. She spins again, looking for a big value, and lands on $700. H, please. Yes. 1H, her total is now $2,200. She buys a vowel. I'd like to buy an E, and there are 4 E's on the board. What a great puzzle for her. She's got a good rhythm going. She spins one more time and lands on the express wedge. This could be a game changer. She calls an N, yes, 2 N's. She's up to $3,700. She decides to hop on the express. A risky but potentially rewarding move. Let's see if she can solve it. She calls a G. Yes. An R. Yes. It's an L. Yes. She's on a roll. I'd like to solve the puzzle, she says, spinning the giant Ferris wheel. That is absolutely correct. Maria has just cleaned up in the first round, adding a whopping amount to her bank. What a start. Now it's time for our second toss-up, worth $2,000. The category this time is proper name. The letters are filling in. David is quick on the buzzer this time. He solves it. Actor Tom Hanks. Correct. David is on the board with $2,000, and he'll be starting our next round. The category is what are you doing? This round also features the mystery wedge. David, it's your turn to spin. He starts with a solid spin, landing on $650. He calls an N, yes. A whopping 5 N's. That's a fantastic start, giving him over $3,000 right away. He spins again, and it's clicking, ... clicking, ... towards the mystery wedge. He lands right on it. He calls a G. Vanna reveals 3 G's. Now he has a huge decision to make. He has a significant amount of cash in his bank for this round. Does he risk it all for the $10,000 that might be under that wedge? The crowd is shouting, "Go for it." David takes a deep breath and says, "I'm going for it." Pat flips the wedge over and it's the $10,000. The crowd goes wild. David is having an incredible round. He wisely decides to solve the puzzle right there. Planning a fun-filled evening? You got it? David has just had a massive round, catapulting him into the lead. We're moving right along to our next puzzle, which is the prize puzzle round. The category is place. The special prize on the wheel today is a luxurious trip to the beautiful islands of Hawaii. Sarah, you'll be starting this round. Let's see if you can get in on the action. She gives the wheel a spin. It lands on $600. She calls for an S. Yes, 2 S's. $1,200 for Sarah. She spins again, avoiding the bankrupt. She lands on $500 and calls for an R3 R's on the board. She's up to $2,700. She decides to buy a vowel. I'll buy an A. And there are 4 A's. This is looking good. The nice cash total building. She spins again and lands on the wild card. She calls a C. And there is 1 C. She picks up the wild card. She decides she has a good feeling about this one. I'd like to solve, she says confidently. Picturesque coastal marina. That is correct. Not only does Sarah bank the cash from the round, but she has also won that incredible trip to Hawaii. Congratulations, Sarah. What a comeback. It's time for our final toss-up of the day, worth $3,000. The winner of this gets to start our next round. The category is food and drink. Letters are appearing, and Sarah buzzes in. Freshly squeezed lemonade. That's it. Another $3,000 for Sarah, and she now has control of the wheel for our last main puzzle before the final spin. The category is phrase. Sarah, give it a spin. She starts with a strong $700 and calls a T to tease, $1,400. She spins again, and oh no, it's a bankrupt. She loses the cash from this round, but thankfully, she still has her wild card, and her Hawaii trip is safe. The wheel passes to Maria. Maria spins and lands on 500. She calls for an H. Yes, 1 H. She spins again and lands on 900. She calls an R. Yes, 2 R's. She's up to $2,300. She buys an E. There are 3 E's. She thinks for a moment and decides to solve. There's always room for improvement. That's the one. Maria adds to her total. But wait, the bells are ringing. That means time is running out. Pat will give the wheel 1 final spin for our speed-up round. He spins, and the final vowel is worth $1,500. The category is living things. Consonants are worth $1,500. Vowels are free. David, it's your turn. He calls an S. 2 S's appear. That's $3,000. He calls an E. It's there. He calls an R. Yes. He calls a T. No T over to Sarah. She calls an L. Yes. 1 L, $1,500 for her. She thinks she knows it. It's colorful butterflies. That's correct. Sarah solves the final puzzle. What an exciting game. After all the puzzles, our big winner and the contestant heading to the bonus round is David. With his huge mystery wedge win, he's amassed an incredible total. Maria and Sarah played wonderfully as well and are going home with some great cash and prizes. Congratulations to all 3 of our players today. Now, David, it's the moment you've been waiting for. You've earned your spot here in the bonus round. You give that smaller wheel a spin, and you land on the A in Americas. Pat hands you the envelope. The final category tonight is thing. As always, we'll give you RSTLNNE. Vanna reveals the letters. That's a good start. You've got the N and the E now. You get to choose 3 more consonants and 1 vowel. David chooses P, H, G, and A. Let's see what those letters do for him. Vanna touches the board. AP and 2 A's appear. The puzzle now reads PA underscore underscore A underscore underscore NG. You have 10 seconds. The clock starts. He's looking at it. Packaging. ... Packaging. ... The timer goes off, just as he says. Puzzling. Oh, so close. The answer was a major payday. Let's see what was in the envelope. Pat opens it up, and it was the $45,000. So close, David, but you are still leaving here with an amazing cash total. What a fantastic performance. And that wraps up another incredible day here at Wheel of Fortune. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Join us again next time for more puzzles, more prizes, and more big wins. Till then, take care and goodbye, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a show. We'll see you in the next video.